Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Sunday sermon, which is on the fourth Sunday of the year. And today we are competing with nature here. The crows and the birds are giving us a bit of trouble, but sure, we love them and they are part of our world. Today we are looking at the 8 beatitudes. And the 8 beatitudes are the essential parts of our Christianity. The word blessed is used, and that means that those who try and follow as best they can those beatitudes are experiencing right now bliss, joy, happiness that only God can give. The first beatitude is about detachment from the things of this world. And it reads, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Jesus is saying that blessed is the one who puts their trust completely in God and not on material things, just as a poverty-stricken person has to do. We have reached eternal bliss when we know that only God can help us. He will not fail us. The second beatitude is about mourning. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. This beatitude is not only about suffering a loss in life, but it's also about our incompleteness to completely follow Christ and his 2 great commandments, to love God with all our hearts and to love our neighbour as ourselves. We know that we are completely unable to follow those commandments, and therefore this brings us mourning. This makes us feel bad, but it's also giving us encouragement as well, because we are blessed. We are blessed so much when we realize our incompleteness, if we are truly honest. The third beatitude is about emotional control. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed is the one who is angry always at the right time and never angry at the wrong time. It is never right to be angry for any insult given to us or any injury done to us. It's always a sin. But it is right to be angry sometimes at injustices and injury done to others. Selfless anger can be one of the greatest benefits to the human existence, because it can spur us on to dynamic action, to fight and be angry at injuries done to poor people, especially the little people. And examples of this are fighting for justice and equal rights for everyone. So this beatitude can be written as follows: Blessed is the one who has every instinct, every passion, and every impulse under control. The fourth beatitude is about seeking justice. And it reads, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied." In our world, which is imperfect, there is never complete justice and peace. In fact, we fall very short of the mark. This should make us feel sad and want to bring goodness to the world, such as justice, human rights, equal opportunities, equal distribution of wealth. We should desire it as a hungry man desires food and water, We should question ourselves thus: how intense is my desire for this goodness in the world? The fifth beatitude is one of perfect sympathy and empathy for others. And it reads, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." We have never the right to judge anyone. Jesus is saying that we have a duty to be merciful. We condemn the sin, the injustice, the crime that was committed, but we never condemn the sinner. Why? Because Jesus doesn't. Merciful means the ability to get right inside the skin of the other person and feel the thoughts that he or she feels, feel the situation that they have been in and have caused them to do such bad crime. Also to have that ability to walk in their shoes. We show mercy because we know we need mercy as well. At least we should know that we need mercy as well. How can we expect mercy from God if we haven't shown mercy to others as well? So the beatitude, the fifth beatitude, can be written as follows: "Oh, the happiness of the one who has the ability to see the world as others see and have empathy and sympathy with them, whether they be criminals or even our enemies. We see their sorrow and also see their sufferings and feel the closeness with them. Then we experience heavenly happiness." The sixth beatitude is about unmixed motives. And it reads, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Pure motivation for us is impossible to do, but with God all things are possible. We can do very good things for the wrong reasons. If we examine our motives, we may feel very disappointed that we have imperfect motivation for doing good in this world. There is always some payback, in other words. But the Beatitude is demanding of us to have unmixed motives, to do it out of sheer love and concern and empathy for our fellow human beings, and of course a desire to serve God. The seventh Beatitude is about right relationships, and it reads, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." We are created in this world to make it a better place. There is no doubt about that. That's the reason why we are created. We will be given great joy when we are agents of peace and harmony among all peoples, eradicating bitterness and divisions among them. We are doing God's work when we are agents of love and peace and forgiveness and harmony among people of our world. The eighth Beatitude is about resoluteness in all kinds of adversity. And it reads, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." The early Christians refused to confirm when confronted by the demand to be for Jesus Christ or for Caesar. They uncompromisingly chose Christ, and they were brutally murdered. When a person is called upon to suffer for Christianity, it is always a great occasion. It is a clash between the world and Christ. "Rejoice at such a moment," said Jesus, "and be glad." Actual persecution may await a Christian in industry these days if they choose to do an honest day's work. Christ needs his witnesses. He needs those not so much who are prepared to die for him as to live for him. The Christian struggle and the Christian glory still exists. So we see that the 8 Beatitudes are a call to perfection. Hearing this today may have the effect of desperation for us who claim to be Christian, because we know we fall far short of the ideal and the demands of these Beatitudes. However, Jesus said, "For you it is impossible, but for God all things are possible." Happily knowing that God understands our human situation, we should never become complacent and say, "God always forgives." The Beatitudes are clearly saying how happy we are when we are trying to achieve these goals. May God bless you to have a beautiful Sunday and have a wonderful and blessed week ahead.